Alright, YouTubers, it is Sunday, the 20th of October. I am leaving the UP, heading back to Ohio, or Ohio. Well, tonight I'm going to the bridge, and then tomorrow I'll leave the state of Michigan is the plan. I might stop along the way, but I'm going to turn this around a minute and talk to you, but not quite yet. But the next thing you'll see is this face. You're going to have to look at this face. I'm wondering what the leaves are going to look like. Probably be pretty down below the bridge. And look, up ahead, I'll zoom in. That might be my next house. The voice and I could put that on a lake or river somewhere and be very, very happy. I always used to say that, don't get mad at this van. I'm either a very, very slow car or a pretty darn fast house. Looks like that's a real house. That's a pretty big shed. Let's get over to the side. Give everybody some room. Alright, that's it for now. I told you I'm going to turn the camera around, I promise. I'm going to try to talk about something. Alright, YouTubers, I decided to be on camera, which I really don't like doing, but I do understand that that's probably a good reason why my videos are not very popular. And that leaves me at the point, well, we'll get to whatever. First of all, Yankee fan, very, very happy Yankee fan. It was some nail biters. In the history books, it's going to look like they handled Cleveland easily, but they did not. But yay. Now it's either the Mets or the Dodgers. I hope it's the Mets, you know, New York thing, but I think it'll be the Dodgers, and we'll see. Should be good. It is windy. It is a beautiful day, first of all. It is in the 70s, like 5:15 or so. I should be at the casino in a couple hours. Just a beautiful night. Still doesn't make it easy to leave. It's very difficult to leave. My life has gotten very good. Let's take these off. My life has gotten very good, and it's a lot better when I'm up here than when I'm in Ohio. But I have stuff to do in Ohio. I think I just went to a whole new segue, a whole new thought. Oh yeah, it's windy. I'm gonna slow down. I don't need to be doing 72. I don't need to do that. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Okay, 64. On. Set. 63. All right, we'll set the cruise. I hate cruise, and yeah. I gotta keep putting air in the air ride, but my life is much better up here, and eventually it's getting a lot sooner. I have issues. I have deep-seated issues I'm dealing with, because I should already be up here, because again, as I say, my life is better up here than it is in Ohio, and honestly, I don't know that my life has ever been much better. Now, you wouldn't know that, which is another reason why my YouTube channel is not very successful. I'm just really not into, I guess I'm kind of not into what YouTube is all about. You're either supposed to do really cool videos now that are almost like the travel channel, except the travel channel doesn't do travel anymore. Unless you consider, you know, looking for ghosts or whatever, and the learning channel doesn't do anything that's going to teach you anything of value. Anyways, you got to either have the production value of, I got to turn that off, it's bugging me. The production value of a TV show, like a lot of people hire editors and all that kind of stuff, which I've always thought for me would be interesting, to hand my stuff over to somebody and say, let's see what you make this look like. Probably a lot better than me. But my YouTube videos are not successful. To digress, I haven't lost the train of thought I started with. Because I'm really not that interested in sharing my whole life with people. I'm just not built that way. I'm not wired that way. Which is why I always joke that it's it's hilarious that I even do YouTube videos, because I'm really a private person and I'm not into all the drama and all the nonsense you have to do to be typically successful. There are some outliers that do it their way and don't have to do the typical YouTube stuff, but I am not one of them. I just, again, I try to show people what they can do if they have a van of their own. So I'm gonna go back to Ohio, and I'm gonna tell you about that in a second, why I'm going back. All right, so I'm going back to Ohio because I have an uncle that lives in Columbus. For those few of you that follow along, they were up here this summer. We visited with them when they were going to Minnesota. Well, now they're going to Minnesota for like ever. They are moving to Minnesota. They have already closed on a place up there, and they are in the process of selling their house. It's a monster big house. So I'm gonna go help them with that. We have an election coming up. I never talk about politics. I won't tell you who I'm voting for, but I gotta go back to Ohio to make sure I vote. I think everybody should vote. You should vote. If you're gonna vote for the opposite person of me, I don't think you need to vote. You could probably do something else that day. Great day to have a barbecue instead of go vote. Again, I won't tell you who I'm gonna vote for. Half of you wouldn't want to talk to me anymore, and the other half probably wouldn't be happy enough with me. So, yeah. Most of you have probably figured it out what kind of person I am, so we'll see. So that's what I'm going back to do, and to do some getting myself ready back in Ohio. I think while I've been gone this summer, my landlord did some work. I tried to give him a warning that unless I screw up my life pretty substantially, you're probably gonna have to rent that house out again. More air in the air ride. So that's why I'm going back. Not really because I want to, but Ohio is not as bad as I always make it sound. God, I am going way too fast again. I need to be able to stick to it. Eddie wants to run today. Just under a half a tank of gas. I am hoping to stop in Manistee and get some pasties from Jack, just a couple. I have a, you know you're cared about when my refrigerator is as full as it's been in a really long time in the van, because the voice made sure to send me back with a lot of food. I know she knows better, but she probably thinks I will starve if left to my own devices. Which is funny, I won't. All right, there'll be more talking in a bit. All right, another thing. Vinny is here, he's on my lap. I realized that, I think like 6 years ago, I helped move my aunt from Michigan out to California. And Vinny did not go with me. He stayed back in Ohio. And since I got him given back to me, because I rescued Vinny to give him to family member, and he was doing stuff they weren't happy about, so he's kind of like a boomerang cat. He's a boomerang and bamboo cat. He got thrown back at me, and he's bamboo because that's what his family tree is, bamboo. There ain't many branches in this cat's tree. Well, he's doing fine, and he spent 1 week away from me pretty much his entire life. So Vinny is pretty connected at the hip, and he was at the vet. I did in a recent video, he had to spend almost 2 full days there, and he's still diabetic, but he went from 3 units twice a day to 1 unit twice a day, which is a substantial change. His vet is probably his second favorite human, because he said, you just keep feeding him wet food, and I don't think you can really overfeed him, so he's happy about that. And while he was there, I don't know if he picked it up there or we just didn't notice, but he's got a bit of an eye infection, eyes wig me out. I don't like fiddling with eyes. Like if I wore glasses, I would never be able to get LASIK. If I have to put drops in my own eyes, I'm like a toddler. It's really difficult for me. So the voice was doing it until today, and I did his drops. We'll give him some more when he gets there, but it looks like his eyes are mostly good, and he is on my lap as always. He will be hungry soon, very hungry. That's it for now. I'll come back again. We're gonna do these in little segments. So, I'm doing good, the voice is doing good. You know, today, we don't wanna do today, but I'll be back up here. That's the other part. A month, probably a month or so, I'll be back up here. And Vinny will not be as happy. Him and that dog, they just still don't. They can't, that dog cannot turn off that hunt part of him. He can't help himself. And Vinny's a coward. I love watching cat videos, and if Vinny would one time just womp on him like you see cats do to dogs, and then the dogs become sniveling, that's what would happen. That little dog would just become a cowering mess. But Vinny just can't bring himself to be violent. He's not wired that way. So that's what we deal with. But yeah, hoping that this is going to be a real winter. And yeah, we're going to keep the...
Really let the really smart elf build the movies.
I am just still going 75 miles. I'm going way too fast again. Eddie, where are you? You're in a rush. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. What a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I should really turn this around. It's much prettier out that way than it is this way. Alright, this guy's gonna have to go. Come on. Come on. Come on, Goober. Let's go. There you go. You made it. Alright, so that's that. I'll talk again. Go. First time ever I've been driving, what, I don't know how long, but I have made up time driving my van, which never happens. I've been going too fast, that's why, so I'm going to slow down and not go so fast. We just left the Hiawatha National Forest. Wah, wah, wah. I got a late start today because I wanted to get a late start today. Probably going to be dark. I don't know. Is it going to be dark? 7:15, 7:30? I don't know. I don't remember. This time of year, I lose track. Oh, the UP is a wonderful place. Wonderful place. So many reasons. Wonderful place. But this was not a great camping summer for me. It wasn't for YouTube either. But we did do some cool things. Went camping with a large group of people, and that was fun. Had its own little fun stuff about it. We did go to Ontonagon, which I haven't even uploaded those videos yet. We went to Nebish Island, which was fantastic. I saw the greatest, the best ever in my lifetime. Oh, these leaves are beautiful. Best ever northern lights that I've ever personally seen. It was everywhere. It was all around us, all around the sky. It was fantastic. It was really cool. Air ride again. Where else did we go? We went to Wisconsin a couple times, and we went to the Door Peninsula, which I've never been. Really good time. Very expensive place to go, but we had a good time. That was fun. Where else did we go? Where else did we go? Anybody? Bueller. Dating myself there. But I saw that movie when it was really old. Where else did we go? We didn't go a lot of places. We really didn't do a lot of camping. We had other stuff going on. Yeah. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna think for a minute and then I'm gonna come back. I might turn it around, we don't know yet. I'm still going way too fast. There was one place we didn't go that I want to punch myself in the head for. I don't always punch myself in the head, but when I do, it usually hurts. Not far from Gladstone, there's a peninsula that juts out into Lake Michigan that the monarch butterflies, when they migrate south down to Mexico, I think, don't quote me on any of this, well, quote me on the part that I know I'm right about, but this little peninsula, there's like a week where like all the monarch butterflies in the northern hemisphere seem to join right at this point. I guess they eat a bit, they hang out. I don't think they're fooling around because they got a lot of flying to do, but apparently they are just everywhere. Which my first thing is, everybody needs to be really careful and not kill many of these things. You know, hit them with your cars. But I really wanted to see that, so we didn't. So maybe next year. This is gonna go, my billy goat. The voice seems to like the billy goat, but I'm shaving this off. I'm probably gonna cut it back pretty good tonight. Maybe tomorrow's video I'll look like I have a little bitty goatee. But then I might start working on a beard. Might see what a month of a beard looks like when I get back up here, but a little bit more manicured and a little bit more professional looking. I definitely got to get a haircut. I look like Einstein's idiot cousin. That's enough of that stuff. You be nice in the back, I hear you. Go. All right, I have to do cruise control because I was going over 70 again. And I don't need to be driving Eduardo that way. He's a good boy. You're a good boy too, Vinny. All right. Here's how weird this summer was. I'm thinking, and then I talk. I like to think a little bit before talking. Sometimes it's just stream of consciousness, but sometimes I think. Inflatable kayak, we did not use once. Paddle boards we used a couple times. I bought, before I came up, I bought 2 different solar showers. One was a normal bag and one has a rechargeable battery in it that gives you a spray nozzle with water pressure. Didn't use them, didn't take them, didn't unbox them, didn't do anything. I was gonna do, you know, video on it, so maybe next year when I do, I could say, check out these year-old solar showers that I can't tell you how they worked over a year because I didn't use them. Ooh, there's a Chris Craft boat just sitting on the ground. Oh, my money would love to buy a Chris Craft boat. They're beautiful. Works of art. 100 miles to St. Ignace. It is, what time is it? What time is it? 5:40. We'll see. About 7:15, maybe 7:30 I'll get there. Because I got to make that stop, I think. All right, there you go. I turned the camera way sideways so you can get a look at Lake Michigan. Pretty, isn't it? Oh, there's a bluff there, but yeah, trust me, Lake Michigan's behind it. And the wind's blowing well enough that there's some good whitecaps out there. Yeah. We're definitely heading east, aren't we? See that shadow out ahead of you? All right, I'm gonna spin this around the front. And that's it for now. All right, speed slowed down to 55. Doesn't seem to matter to the people behind me. But this is Manistee. I'm gonna stop at Jack's because people were right. Those of you that told me, you were right. Jack's got a pretty good pasty. So I'm gonna stop and get a pasty at Jack's. That's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm gonna do. There's a new McDonald's here. Yay, GoPro. Ugh. Ugh. Nobody wants to go to McDonald's. All right.
Turn right.
Will. Pasties have been gotten. 4 pasties. They are $4.99 each. We've got 4 of them, and I think, like I said in the video I did about them, with tax, I think they're $5.29. It's a good price. They're good pasties. I'll probably have one for dinner tonight. Yay! Now we're gonna get on the road. I'm going to show you a little bit more this way as the sun tries to go down on us. Gas. I'm going to put gas in it. Just a little bit. 10 gallons, 3/4 of a tank. That'll get me on the other side of the bridge, and the gas should be a little bit cheaper. I really should have filled up in Gladstone. I think it's like 15 cents cheaper, like a dummy. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get moving, Vin. What time's it telling us now? It's telling us 7:27. I don't think we'll make it there by 7:30. We'll see. Another important thing to remember is I always tell you whenever I drive on US 2 up here that it's really dangerous. It shouldn't be that bad this late on a Sunday, but never trust these people, and oncoming traffic is driving right into a really, really bright sun. So, gotta keep an eye on them. Always look for a place to get away from dummies, because dummies will do stuff. It's true, you know. Woo! I saw a guy coming at me get over in the middle, and I was like, dude. And then I got closer, and there's a dog just wandering right along the road. So I tried to flash people. Hopefully nobody hits the dog. All right, so I turn this around to do something I know I shouldn't do. First, I gotta do the air. That thing just loses it so fast. I really need to get it fixed. But I was just thinking after seeing that dog, here comes somebody passing me. I'm going 68 miles, exactly the speed limit, officer. But of all the things I've said today, you know, talking about YouTube, and a lot of times there's stuff I want to talk about, but I just don't. I think it's really important the way this world is going. Think about all the things going on. It is still acceptable and usually preferable just to be kind to people. Doesn't make you less of a man if you're a dude. Just to be kind to people. Why is that so hard? Why is that hard for so many people to do? You look at what's going on around the whole world, and if we just remembered that these other people that we do and say things about, they're human beings just like we are. It's okay to be kind to people. Doesn't make you weak. Actually, it's the exact opposite. A fearful and insecure person attacks that which they do not understand, or that which is different. If you're secure in who you are and what your life is about and all that, and just think, maybe I should treat people the way I would want people to treat me. That would probably solve all the ills in this country and in this world. It's really not that hard to do. Or at least just go and walk away. That's good enough. You don't have to like everything that somebody does. I don't. And you definitely don't have to be a keyboard warrior about it, or tough guy on YouTube or whatever social media. Just be nice to people, for Christ's sake. All right, that's all I got. You don't know how tough it is to say something like that on YouTube, that you will get attacked. I will probably get attacked. I'm gonna post it, who gives it? I will get attacked for saying, hey, be nice to people. Almost everybody I know, what they do in their life does not affect me in any way whatsoever. I don't have to agree. I don't have to disagree. I'm allowed to have opinions, but I don't have to always voice them. So, in the spirit of hopefulness that everybody will be cool about it, and the reality of knowing that some people won't if they even watch it. If I don't get a lot of hate, it's because nobody watches this video. Because saying be nice to people Mind your own.
Could go for some sugar plums.
If it doesn't affect you, don't worry about it. Saying that will make some people angry. I can't help you if that makes you angry. I can't help you. That's your business. All right, I'm gonna turn this back around. We'll see if this makes everybody mad. At this point, with the amount of views I get, I've done this channel for so long to not be about that stuff. And again, if saying be nice to people crosses a line, then just unsubscribe and go the F away. I won't miss you. If saying be nice to people does that, makes you want to be hateful, just go away. I won't miss you. But I've wanted this to be a kind of place where people can come just see what they can do. Places they can go, fun they can have on their own. That's why I'm not on the camera all the time. I'm showing you out the window. I'm showing you what's in front of me, not me, so that you can do it. Because I don't think you should care about what I think. But we know YouTube, that's what it's about. If you don't put yourself on camera, most of the time people are just not interested. And if you don't say something to stir people up, you gotta stir them up. If you don't do that, people are gonna get upset. I'm not stirring anybody up. Be kind to people. Or just be quiet. Sometimes just be quiet. How about that? All right. Did I just say goodbye to my huge YouTube following? I don't think so. I think most of the people that watch consistently are decent, good people. I think that's what I think. Most of the people that comment, almost everybody that comments are good, wonderful people. All right, go about. We'll turn this around and we'll see stuff. And I'm how much further do I got? I got an hour and 10 minutes, it says. So let's see. Look at the pretty colors over there. Lots of oranges. Lots of oranges. It's just so beautiful. Just so beautiful. GoPro. No, let's keep looking at this. I'm in that point again where I smell something and I just hope it's not my van. I think it's a fire outside. Somebody's burning something. I don't think it's my van. Well, that's the road right there that still says Milakokia Lake Campground, which is closed. They should have told us. Well, there's some pretty reds now. Oranges and reds. Woo. I mentioned the Yankees are going to the World Series. I'm excited. This'll definitely, heck, the Super Bowl might be over before I get this posted. And if you want to be one of those that says, well, they bought it. The Mets have a higher payroll. The Dodgers have a higher payroll. And the Yankees have not been to the World Series since 2009, which is 15 years. Which for many teams isn't that long. But for a team that got used to winning, it's a long drought. My life was way different when the Yankees were in the last World Series. Oh my goodness. Way, way different. I'm much happier now. I don't watch the Yankees as much as I used to because I needed to watch them. Now I'm happier. But baseball is still the hardest game to play. Still the most beautiful game played when it's played right. But for a lot of people, it's boring. It is beautiful to watch what people do. And the amount of time you have to decide if you're going to swing, let alone hit it, on somebody throwing 100 miles an hour, you ain't got a lot of time. Not a lot of time at all. So, let's go Yankees. I'm used to you guys being this, and this will make some people mad. Every year, the day that Boston is eliminated from the playoffs is a successful year of baseball to me. That's my Yankee fandom. But I'm not crazy anymore. I've gotten my life back together. I used to be Oh, between Ohio State and the Yankees, I used to be just, now I hardly even watch games. I haven't watched Ohio State game this year. And when I do watch them, a lot of times I will watch them on the Big Ten network after the game is over because I don't need the stress. I don't need to get stressed out of a bunch of college kids playing football, get all wound up, spend my hard-earned money buying all the gear for baseball and football teams and all that, blah, blah, blah. It ain't gonna do nothing but give you some happiness. Just don't take it too far. Be normal. I watch Cowboy fan losing his mind. It's hilarious. Hilarious and sad because I can identify with that dude. I can identify. It's horrible. It's sad. Live your life. If it doesn't cause you joy, don't do it anymore. How beautiful. We're almost to the Cut River Bridge. Look at this. It's darker than it looks in the GoPro, but this is just glorious. Orange for the, as far as you can see. Beautiful. Different shades of orange. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. It's hard to leave the Yoop, I'm telling you, it's hard to leave the Yoop. Alright, I got a bunch of people behind me. I'm going the speed limit, but I hate holding people up. But hopefully they'll all be careful and smart and not get hurt. Not cause me to get hurt. I always call this little town Etouffee. That's not what it is, but I don't know how to say it. It's French. Alright, this is the Cut River Bridge. One of these days I promise to go here again and show you. It's really pretty. Should be a good time of day to do it, good time of year to do it. But like always when I'm going through here, I'm just not in the mood to stop. And for some reason this GoPro is staying at 1% while it's plugged in and charging. I don't understand. Alright. I guess the battery just gone down so far it can't charge fast enough while it's recording. We're getting close, about 10 miles. It's dark. Here's my high beams. Here's my low beams. Here's my high beams. These old vans, these lights ain't so great. I usually don't drive at night too much. Got that fear of deer, you know what I'm saying?
Beautiful sunset behind me and beauty in front of me.
My GoPro won't charge. I don't know what's going on. This is my cell phone, and it is actually a lot darker than this looks. Got some beautiful. Just beautiful, but it's a lot darker than that. Come on, Google Pixel, whatever number you are, it's a lot darker than that. I'm gonna say, because I don't know if that thing's gonna start working again. Hopefully it'll work. I'll be able to charge it for tomorrow. But I'm gonna say, hope you enjoyed this part of my rambling, being on camera, all the silly stuff I talked about. And hopefully you just have a great and wonderful day. There are more videos to come.
I just pointed the cell phone out the window while I was driving, and some of these are pretty beautiful shots. It was really a neat night.
We're still going. We're still going. Cruising right along.
Through that terrible picture, you can see the Mackinac Bridge, kinda. Made it to Quaden Casino, and a lucky night for me because it was free. This time of year, once they turn the water off, it's often free. My shadow, and it's free until they turn the power off. I didn't win any money. I got more driving to do tomorrow. Have a great and wonderful day.